Let's go ahead. Set ourselves laying down. Nice, easy position, okay? Legs can be bent, or they can be out straight. It's up to you. We're just gonna kind of find our breath here. Nice and easy. If you want, you can put your hand on your stomach to kind of feel your stomach rise and fall. It's up to you. Want to do a nice deep breath in here. So as we inhale in through our nose, filling up our stomach and lungs. Want to feel that stomach rise up. Then we exhale, release that stomach, feel it go down, and all our breath comes out. So we're going to do this a few times, always working at our own pace, at our own breath, as we move into our breathing. Get a nice full breath. And then exhale, release everything out. Get a couple more times as we inhale in. Okay, let's do one more time. Nice deep breath. And release. If your legs are out straight, let's go ahead. Kind of bend them, bring them in, and then just go ahead and slowly bring those knees all the way into our chest, gripping behind our knee joints, and gently rock from side to side as we release our back into the mat. Again, as we move through our practice today, again, just want to focus on how we're feeling, how our body's feeling, so if we keep things modified, go ahead and do so. It's up to you. Then once we're finished here, let's go ahead and come back to our center. Let's go and move into a nice, easy single leg stretch. We're going to keep one knee bent into our chest, other leg just extends out. Nice, easy stretch. Then we're going to gently switch. We inhale on our switch, and then exhale to bring that knee into our chest. Again, inhaling, exhaling. So again, you can go as fast or slow as you need to. Obviously, you don't want to go too fast because you're just stretching out and warming up the body. Take your time as you go through it. Let's maybe do a couple more times. Even yourself up on both sides. And then go ahead and bring both knees back into our chest. Take your time as you get there. If you find your knees back into your chest, you can gently rock from side to side. It's kind of a little back massage, if you will. Just kind of releasing that back into the mat. And then we're going to come back to our center. So let's go and release our feet down to the mat. We're moving to our bridge flow. So our knees and feet are about hip width apart. Our arms are down to the side. When you're ready, we're going to slowly peel the back off the floor, starting from our lower spine, our glute area. Then we're going to go mid-spine, all the way up to the top of our spine. Hips are going up toward the ceiling as far as we feel comfortable, squeezing the glutes. Keeping weight on our shoulders and off our head and neck. And we slowly lower ourselves back down. Start from the top of our spine, down to our mid-spine, and then all the way down to our hips, glutes. So we're going to do it a few times. So it's a slow peel our back off the ground, raise our hips up toward the ceiling as far as we feel comfortable, and then slowly releasing ourselves right back down. So again, you're at your own pace, but we're still warming up, so we don't need to do this super fast. We're kind of, as I bring my hips up, I'm kind of stretching my hips up toward the ceiling, getting the hip flexors in there a little bit, squeezing the glutes, and I slowly release myself down to the mat. Let's go ahead and do one more. We'll bring our knees back into your chest whenever you're ready. Good, nice, easy bridge stretch. And it's nice, slow down. Take your time as you make your way down there. I'm going to bring my knees into my chest again. Just kind of release that back into the mat. Kind of releasing that back. And then we'll come back to our center. When you're ready, we'll go and release the feet down to the mat. We'll have our knees sink over to one side. We're going to gently turn over. We're going to get up onto our hands and knees, getting into our cat and cow. Taking our time as we get there. Our shoulders will be over our wrists, our hips over our knees. And when nice neutral spine. And when you're ready, we're going to inhale, bring our crown, tailbone up into cow. Then we exhale, round our mid-backs into cat. Again, inhaling cow, exhaling cat. If you want to hold one of the poses a little bit longer, that's okay. Again, we're just kind of stretching out what you feel that you need to do so. Warming up the back, getting that Getting that spine warmed up. Maybe we've been sitting a long time. It's good to stretch it out. Let's go and do one more cat and cow. Then we'll meet back into a neutral spine. And once you find yourself back in a neutral spine, let's go ahead, just release ourselves into our child's pose. Sitting back on our heels, reaching our arms out in front of us, resting down. You have the option if you want to stack your fists, rest your head upon your fist. If this is more comfortable, go ahead and do so. We're going to be here for a couple breaths, just kind of feeling our breath, feeling where we are at. Kind of relaxing that body into our yoga practice today. And once you're done with your breaths, if your hands are stacked, go ahead and bring them back out in front of us. We'll go ahead and move through our upper body warm-up, moving into our modified half series. So from our child's pose, we're going to go ahead, inhale into our kneeling plank. Nice strong core. Go with those hips back. And then we're going to go ahead and exhale to our crocodile, elbows in toward the ribs. Releasing down, hovering just above the floor. Release all the way down. And then we're going to inhale into our jumping cobra. And we exhale, engage that core, push ourselves back into our child's pose. We're going to do this a few times. So again, we're going to inhale plank, nice strong core. Exhale crocodile, elbows in toward the ribs. Releasing all the way down, inhaling jumping cobra. We're going to exhale, push ourselves back into our child's pose. Good. And again, we're going to inhale plank. Exhaling crocodile. Releasing down, inhaling jumping cobra. Exhaling back into our child's pose. As you have the option to do it one more time or rest in child's pose, is up to you. So again, we're going to inhale plank. Exhaling crocodile. Releasing down, inhaling jumping cobra. And exhale, engage that core. Push ourselves back into our child's pose, releasing back. Okay, let's go and take a moment in our child's pose. You want, you can roll out the wrist a little bit. If you feel the wrist, that's not a problem. Just kind of roll it out, shake them out, and then bring the arms right back. Stretching ourselves in our child's pose. From our child's pose, let's go ahead and just walk our hands over to one side. Just do a nice, easy side reach child pose. It doesn't matter how far you go. You're going to be limited a little bit. And then let's go to walk back to our center. Then walk to the other side. Just nice and easy. Get nice and easy side stretch. And we'll do it one more time to each side. So you're ready. Walking to one side. And then we'll go ahead and go back to the next side. Nice, maybe stretch a little farther. Maybe not, that's okay. And we'll go ahead and come back to our center. Into our child's pose. Releasing down. And then we'll go ahead. Move back when you're ready. We're going to move back up onto all fours. Shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. Nice neutral spine. We're going to move into our spinal balance motion here. So let's go ahead. Bring one arm up. Doesn't matter which arm. We're going to bring it up to shoulder height. Gaze is down toward the mat to make sure we maintain a nice long spine. Core is engaged. Once we find our balance, let's go and pick up the opposite leg of our arm that's up. Kicking our foot back, making sure you're not going to hit anything. Adjust myself here. So I'm maintaining a nice long spine. My legs come up to hip height. Arms to shoulder height. My gaze is down. Core is engaged. Find our breath here as we inhale in. Then exhale. Good. As we inhale in, our next exhale, we're going to bring the elbow in toward the knee and then extend right back out. Good. We inhale. Exhale. Inhale as we extend back out. Exhale, bring the elbow in toward the knee. It's not a very fast motion. We're engaging our core, working on our balance and our breath. Taking our time as we move through this. If you ever need to take a break, move into child's pose, that's not a problem. Let's do a couple more. Last one. Let's go and really extend ourselves out all the way from the fingertips to the heel of our foot. Stretch, stretch, stretch. And release down. Good. Going and kind of do a little shake here. And then we'll move to the other side. So let's pick up the opposite arm, come up to shoulder height, as if we're going to shake someone's hand. Okay. Gaze is still down toward the mat, nice long spine. Once you find your stable balance, let's go and pick up the opposite leg, stretching that foot back. Nice long spine from the fingertip all the way up to the heel of our foot. Make sure we engage that core. When you're ready to add in the movement, go ahead and do so. So we inhale. We exhale, bring the elbow in toward the knee. We inhale nice and long. And we exhale. See, I'm not going very fast here. I'm engaging my core, finding that balance, taking my time, really moving through each moment here through the movement. Again, if you need a rest on all fours or in child's pose, that's not a problem. Do a couple more. Inhale, exhale. Last one as we inhale, exhale. Let's go ahead and hold our spinal balance out. Let's hold, stretching from the fingertip to the heel of our foot. Stretch, stretch. And release down. Let's go ahead and sit back on our child's pose, stretch out our back, reach out in front of us. Find our breath here. Perfect. So from here, let's go ahead and come back up onto all fours. So from here, we're moving to our side plank gait. So from all fours, I'm going to take one of my feet. I'm going to kick it out to the side like a kickstand. And I'm going to shift my weight to that side. I'm going to move into an easy side plank, okay? So I'm showing you from the opposite side. I'm going to switch sides. So again, if you need to see it from the side, I'm going to kick out my back foot. I'm going to open myself up out to the side into a side plank, okay? So let me go ahead and face you. So we're here. So we still want to make sure the shoulders over wrist, so adjust yourself if you need to. My foot down here is flat upon the mat, and I'm here, okay? Nice strong core. Find our breath. So as we move into our gait, I'm going to take the hand that's on the mat. I'm going to kind of walk it toward myself a little bit. That way I engage my core. I'm going to gently bring myself up. My foot is planted upon the mat. My other arm is reaching toward that leg that's planted. So it's reaching up. Nice job. And then we're going to slowly release. Engage the core. Bring the hand back down toward the mat. Reaching the hand up toward the ceiling and bring that foot off the mat if you want. Okay, so now we're going to have a single leg side plank. And then we're going to release that foot down to the mat. Engage the core. Bring ourselves right back up into our gait. So this is the flowing movement. Okay, gait to side plank. Engaging the core through each transition. And the option is to bring this leg up if you choose to do so. Taking our time. Again, it's not a very fast movement, because I want to make sure we engage that core, not just throwing ourselves up and down. Nice and easy. Good. Let's maybe do one more, and we'll meet back in our side plank. Should feel this in the core and the sides here, and nice good stretch here. So I'm going to make myself down to my side plank. We're going to add some more movement here. Find your side plank, engage that core. This top hand reaching toward the ceiling. We can kind of reach it toward the side now. So we're extending and elongating ourselves through the hand all the way up to the foot of our heel. And then from here, we're going to inhale. As we exhale, optional, bring the elbow toward the knee. And then inhale, extend out. Exhale. Inhaling. So we're kind of doing a little side crunch here. Balance, engage in the core. Couple more. Good, last one. And let's go ahead and extend all the way out, reaching, and then release that foot down, release the hand down, turn back onto all fours, and we just gently sit back into our child's pose before we move to the other side. Stretching out. And then when you're ready, we'll come back up onto all fours. Switch sides. So again, kick out the opposite foot as our kickstand. Open ourselves out to the side, okay, into our side plank. Adjust myself here. Nice strong core. Near my hand a little bit more underneath my shoulder here. My foot's planted for now. So as we get into our gait pose, I'm going to kind of walk my hand a little bit closer. And now I'm going to engage my core. and gently swing my other arm up, reaching. One side might have more tightness than the other. Kind of stretch through that, and then release down. Bring that leg up, optional. Engage the core, nice easy flow. Good. Taking our time, okay? There's no rush here. Clearly working at our own pace, kind of our own breath here. Really engaging that core. That's what I want to focus on, is making sure our core is engaged as we transition. Bring some body awareness to ourselves. Let's go ahead, maybe do it 2 more times. Again, bring that leg up is optional. You can always just keep it down. I'm gonna do this 1 more time. It's my last gate. Nice, easy stretch. Just feel a nice, good stretch on the side here. Then we'll be back down into our side plank. Bring my leg up. So holding it here. And let's take this top hand, reach it up toward the ceiling, reach it out toward the side now, so we're elongating ourselves, nice long spine. And then from here, we'll inhale. As we exhale, bring the elbow in toward the knee, crunch it, and then inhale, exhaling. Taking our time. Doesn't have to be a very big movement, okay? Can't quite make it all the way there. That's not a problem. Going to do 2 more times here. Got last one. Let's go and stretch it out. Hold it, reach, 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 and relax that foot down. Relax that arm down, turn back down toward the mat onto all fours, and just sink back into our heels, into our child's pose, kind of stretch out that back a little bit. Then we'll go ahead and move on. So from here, let's go ahead, curl our toes under. We're gonna come up into our downward facing dog. Shoulders are relaxed, gaze is back between the legs, making sure we're having the weight on our whole of our hand, not just on the heel of our hand. Let's go walk our dog. So we're gonna inhale up onto our heels. Exhale, press one heel down toward the mat. Inhale up. Exhale, press the other heel down. So we're kind of doing our alternating calf stretch, also known as walking the dog. We are in our downward dog. Go ahead, nice and easy, pressing each heel down, keeping your knees bent as much as you need to, it's not a problem. Let's go ahead and maybe do 1 or 2 more, and we'll meet back in our downward dog. Meeting back in our downward dog, when you're ready, we'll press both heels down toward the mat. Okay, keep my knees bent here, stretching back. Perfect. And then from here, let's go and walk our feet forward into our forward fold. From our forward fold here, bring our hands up to our shins, so our monkey pose, halfway up. Nice long spine here. And then from here, let's go and reverse swan dive all the way up. Then we're gonna exhale right into our chair. Scoop the arms forward, weight is on our heels, hands are scooping forward. We're gonna inhale right back up. Exhaling chair once again. Making sure our knees and toes are facing straight toward the front. Inhaling. Exhaling chair. Again, you go down as far as you like in your chair, it's up to you. Let's go and do this 1 more time. Exhaling chair. Let's go and inhale back up, and then exhale back into our mountain pose. Bring our shoulders down. Good. Rolling down, finding our breath here. We're going to move into our twisting chair. So with our twisting chair, we're going to bring our feet and knees more together, okay? So we're going to inhale back up. As we exhale, we're going to move down to our chair. Okay, so my knees and feet are together. I'm here in my chair. I'll keep facing this way. So from here, we can bring our hands to heart center. So we'll start with our modified chair. So I'm going to bring one hand to my hip, other hand to my opposite knee. I'm going to gently twist toward that way. Then I'm going to come back to my center, hands heart center. I'm going to take my hand to my hip, hand to opposite knee, and gently twist toward the opposite side. So we inhale as we come to our center. We exhale as we twist. So as we go through this, again, we're not forcing the twist. I'm gently using my legs to kind of twist myself from side to side. I want to make sure that everything stays in alignment. Knees don't move, everything stays here, okay? So if you want more of a deeper twist, you can keep your hands at heart center. I'm going to come down deeper into my chair. I'm going to bring my elbow toward the opposite knee. Then I inhale. And I exhale. So a couple options, whatever you want to do, it's up to you. Let's go and do this a couple more times. Then we'll kind of meet back into our center. Finish up whatever you need to. Come back into our chair center. Let's go and release as we inhale up when you're ready. And then release our arms into our mountain pose. Roll my shoulders back and down. Perfect. So let's go and release our feet into our mountain pose. These feet are about hip width apart. Let's go move into our warrior one. We're gonna take one foot, gently step it back. Hips are facing toward the front knee is bent, hands here at heart center, okay? So again, side raise, big step back, hips facing toward the front, slight bend in the front knee, okay? Making sure both feet are flat upon the mat. Adjust yourself, hands, heart center. We can inhale up. When we exhale, release the shoulders away from the ears. Good. Find a nice, easy warrior one here. A couple breaths. So we inhale in. One more breath. And we'll go and release our hands back down to our heart center. We'll move into our warrior two. So we'll take this back foot. We're going to go ahead and step it back a little bit farther. Front knee is facing still straight toward the side. And if you find your hips sticking out, push it in, okay? Nice long spine. And then we're reaching from fingertip to fingertip in our warrior two. So again, this knee, front knee that's bent, the knee is pushing toward our pinky toe. Keep that hip open. Nice strong core. Stance can be as wide as you want to make it, as long as it's comfortable for you, okay? Can't hold it, maybe you have to shorten it up. It's not a problem. Good. One more breath here. And we'll move into our reverse warrior. Take this front palm, face it up, sweep it back up for head, back hand, rest gently on the back of that thigh. Keep the shoulders relaxed. Strong warrior two legs. Don't lose those legs. Good. And we're going to release back into our warrior two. Side angle pose, front forearm, press it upon the front thigh. Reaching the other hand up toward the ceiling. Keeping the shoulders relaxed, core strong. One more core engagement. Take this bottom hand, reach it out. Core is engaged, and then you gently bring it back. That way you know you are engaged in that core. Perfect. From here, let's go ahead. We're going to windmill our arms down toward the floor into our lunge position. Adjust both toes facing toward the front of the room. Twisting lunge. Hand is going to be down by the instep. We're going to twist toward the knee that's in front. Nice and easy. And then from here, twisting back toward our lunge. And then from here, we're going to gently walk up this front leg into a regular lunge. Find your balance. Then when you're ready, we're going to take the arms, reach them up toward the ceiling. Holding a high lunge, and then option if you want to move into a gentle crescent lunge. I'm going to shift my chest up, my weight back, so I kind of get a stretch in the hip flexor. This is an option, or hold it straight up. Good. Now let's go ahead and gently release. We'll sweep our arms back down toward the floor, into our lunge, and we'll bring that back foot up to our forward fold. Holding our forward fold here for just a moment, and releasing ourselves into it, stretching out the back and legs. And then from here, we'll bring our hands up to our shin into our monkey pose. Nice long spine. And the reverse swan dive all the way up. Exhaling into our mountain pose. We have the other side to do. So we'll start with our warrior one. So take the opposite foot, step it back. Again, hips are facing toward the front. My knee is slightly bent. So from the side raise step, far step back. You have more flexibility. That can be a farther step back as long as the hips are facing toward the front. So when you're ready, we can inhale up, then exhale, releasing the shoulders away from the ears. And an option here in our warrior one, you want to press the arms back to kind of open up the chest a little bit. You're more than welcome to. A little chest opener. Good, let's go ahead and gently release. Bring the hands back down heart center. And we'll go ahead and take the opposite foot, or take that back foot. We're going to step it back farther into our warrior two. Again, face this way. Back into our warrior two. As far back as you feel comfortable. Reaching from fingertip to fingertip. Again, if the hip is sticking out, push it in. Front knee and toes facing straight toward the side, okay? Front, wherever it may be. Nice strong core here, nice warrior two pose. Good, 2 breaths. And then from here, reverse warrior, take this front palm face up, sweep the arm up overhead. Back hand rest gently in the back of that thigh, keep the shoulders relaxed. Throw a strong warrior two stance. Don't lose those legs. Good, 1 more breath. And we'll go ahead, move back into our warrior two. Side angle pose. Front forearm pressing upon that front thigh. Reaching the hand up toward the ceiling, keeping the shoulders and chest out open. Again, if you want more core engagement option, take this bottom hand, reach it out, core is engaged, you can gently bring it back. It's just kind of helping us prop a little bit, not putting all of our weight on there. Good, 1 more breath here. Nice strong core. Good. From here, we're gonna windmill our arms down toward the floor, moving into our lunge position, both toes facing toward the front. Twisting lunge. Let's go ahead, bring the hand down by the instep, twisting toward the knee that's in front, nice easy twisting lunge. And then gently twisting back. We'll go ahead and walk our hands up our front leg into our nice easy high lunge, and then we'll sweep the arms up toward the ceiling. So we can hold our arms here up toward the ceiling, or option, move into more of a crescent. We can gently keep the chest open, shifting our upper body back. We're stretching out the hip flexor here. That is an option if you like. Good, then release, hands up. And let's go ahead and sweep our arms back down toward the floor. From here, we're gonna take our front foot step back into our downward dog. Good, releasing back into our downward dog. Let's go ahead and kind of walk our dog a little bit, kind of altering those heel drops. And let's go ahead and move back into our downward dog. We're gonna move into our hip opener. So let's go ahead and pick up 1 foot. We're gonna bend that knee. We're gonna open the hip out to one side, heel toward the glute, opposite glute. I'm kind of looking underneath my armpit a little bit, kind of turning myself toward the side. Good. And then from here, we're gonna turn down toward the mat again. We're gonna sweep that leg through into our lunge position, and we're moving to our twisting lunge. Hand down by the instep, twisting toward the knee that's in front. Good, gently twisting back down. Front foot steps back into our downward dog. We'll do the same thing on the other side. I'll do it from the front. So I'm just picking up my opposite foot, opening up the hip, out to the side. My foot is flexed, reaching out, holding it here, and then from here, gently turn back down toward the mat, sweep that leg through, moving into our lunge position, hand down by the instep, twisting toward the knee that's in front, into our lunge. I'm sorry, twisting lunge. Good, so gently twist back. Front foot slips back into our downward dog. Holding our downward dog here for just a moment. You want to walk the dog a little bit to stretch out those calves a little bit more. Go ahead and do so. Then we'll press back into our downward dog. And then from here, we'll gently sink down into our hands and knees. Moving into our cat and cow once again. Shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. When you're ready, we're going to inhale into our cow. Bring our tailbone and crown up. We exhale, we're going back to the cat. Then inhaling cow. Exhaling cat. So you might feel like you have more range of motion here, which is fine. Go ahead and work through that. I hope you do, because we kind of worked a little bit. Got the back loosened up. Then inhaling. Go ahead and releasing into our cat. And then when you're ready, we'll come back onto all fours, nice long spine, and we'll have our hips sink down to one side. We're gonna swing our legs around, move our legs out to the front. And from here, let's go and move into an easy straddle. One-legged straddle. So, one leg is bent, one leg is straight. We're gonna do an open straddle and then our closed straddle, okay? So with the open straddle, I'm gonna have my hand slide down the inside of my leg. I'm going to keep my chest, everything's out open to the side, okay? So you have that arm slide down as far as you feel comfortable, and once you find your length, you can turn your palm, either grab the sole of your foot, grab your ankle, your calf, wherever you may be upon this leg. And the point is that open straddle is keeping the chest, everything's open. So if you want it, you can have this like kind of the hand kind of going to the lower back to kind of force yourself to stay open if you choose to do so. It's always an option. And then we'll go ahead and gently release, walk ourselves up. Now we'll do our closed straddle, which we're going to turn toward the leg. We're going to inhale in. And as we exhale, we're going to gently walk ourselves down that leg as far as you feel comfortable as we hip hinge forward. And we gently release, walk ourselves up. Oh, we'll do that to the other side. So let's go and bring one leg in, opposite leg out. Okay. So again, start with our open straddle. So hand is going to kind of slide down that leg. Again, as far as you feel comfortable going, my foot staying flexed. So once you find that length, I'm going to turn my palm, grab the sole of my foot or my ankle, okay? And this hand I'm going to kind of put behind my lower back. So I'm kind of keeping my chest open. Nice, easy stretch. If you can't go down as far, you can always, if you have a strap, you can always use a strap or a towel to kind of help you down there, or just grab wherever you may be. It's not a problem. Now go ahead and gently release that, coming ourselves up. Now we'll turn toward that leg as we inhale in, then we'll exhale, walking ourselves down as far as you feel comfortable. And then go ahead and just gently bring ourselves right back up. We'll go and move into our butterfly. So bring the soles of our feet together. We want to make sure we grip at our ankle joints. Again, ankle joints are stronger than pulling on the feet, okay? Nice long spine, shoulders relaxed, okay? If this is a good stretch for you, go ahead and hold it here. If you need more, you can gently hip hinge forward without grounding your back, okay? I'm using, again, my ankles as stability, because again, if you pull on your feet, you're actually pulling yourself out of alignment, okay? So that's why we hold at our ankles. Nice long spine. Don't round the spine on this one. This is an option if you want to hip hinge forward for extra stretch. And we want to gently release ourselves back up. We're going to move into our seated stack position. So we'll bring the legs out front. Okay, nice and easy. Round the shoulder relaxed. We're going to inhale in. As we exhale, we're going to gently walk our hands down our legs as far as you feel comfortable going. It's up to you. Clearly, it's up to you and your hamstrings, your back, how far you go. And we can gently release. We'll do that one more time. Again, if you have a towel or a strap, this is always a good one too if you want to kind of get that in there. We'll do that one more time. We inhale in. We exhale. Maybe go a little bit farther. Maybe not. That's not a problem. You gotta listen to your body. And gently release. Bring ourselves back up. Perfect. Let's go move into a easy seated position. Go and find our breath once again. Again, releasing the shoulders. Nice tall spine. Let's go ahead and find that breath again. As we inhale in through our nose. Then exhale. Inhale. Let's go and do that one more time. And just releasing that breath. Thank you for joining me today. Namaste.